Hey, how's it going? Steve Barcelo from the Cryptozoology Museum again. Another short video, just kind of bringing things up to speed. Uh, we're supposed to be going out to Medoc Mountain State Park, even though it's been really incredibly hot. That's our game plan. Do it next day or two. Go out and do a little exploring. I'm going to mess around with some of our new equipment here and see what will help out. Thermal scopes are all charged, the whole bit. I'm going to bring a lot of bug spray. I'm going to bring one of my new hats. Check this out. It's like a beekeeper's hat. You can tighten this around. It's even got a goofy little thing, if I can find it here. Here we go. It's got a little zipper here so you can actually drink if you want. A little overkill, but that's how bad the bugs were last time I was out there. Got myself a couple of them. It was a twofer. It was a twofer. Got something in today, not to do too much stuff with MetaZoo. I've done a couple of videos of that. I'll do another one later. This is more just museum update. But I got this package in from fulfillment. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. It's just silly, so I got to show you guys. Yep. It's a MetaZoo button. So when you have to smash, I think it's the F5 button, when you're trying to get it to refresh. So, I know the lighting's not the best in here. You see it limb on there. Pricey little sucker, but nope, nothing else got stuck in there. But it was just something silly. Figure, let me grab it. I like the goofy, unusual stuff. So our plan is to get on the road again. This week I haven't had much in the way of any of my helpers or employees. Weekends for the museum have been getting a little bit better and busier, which is good because we've been going through some pretty slow times here. Yesterday was a good day. I was by myself, and it's hot in here. Once again, we're going to hear a little buzzing. There's fans in the background. We still have a down air conditioner. So we're just trying to circulate air. It's kind of becoming more of a convection oven than instead of really cooling things. I try to open the back door and circulate air. I'll probably do that in about 10 minutes or 20 minutes after this. But yeah, we're just trying to plug along. The mural is kind of on standby because of the heat. And if it's not baking hot, it's been raining. So obviously neither one works for painting a building. I got to get a projector so I can project some of the images onto the building so I can trace them out and then we can paint them in. I don't have the ability, nor does I believe Emma, to freehand it. So that's kind of the game plan. Do that. If I can't borrow one, I might have to buy a cheapo on Amazon or something. Figure some way. It's like the old school. I was even thinking of cutting something out, putting it on a stick like on cardboard, a bright light. Having a light project on it and then creating a shadow on the wall, kind of old school and cheap. But I just, we just got to get some of this stuff done. It's been crazy. The other day I was out mowing the bank with it up in front of the museum where the old CSX rail used to be. It's all been picked up and gone. But the town, we kind of get stuck mowing the hill, and it's very steep on one side. My employees are very uncomfortable going down. Then you have to drive the zero turn down, go up a more shallow spot, drive back, and go back down the dive of death. So I knocked that whole bank out in like about 4.5 hours or so. And that was hot. It was a lot. And I was just, as much as it was very steep, and at times the mower kind of loses some traction and slides down the hill a little bit, I think I was just so determined I didn't really care. I just wanted to get it done. But a couple of rains and it'll be back up this high again. I'll be back up there again. You bore you guys with mowing, but we just got to keep going. As far as events, I'm reaching out to one of the local stores in town, or a restaurant, Littleton Food and Spirits. It's the one that has the Bigfoot Burger. They have a venue in the back for like weddings and things like that. I believe it holds 250 people, maybe a little bit more. Maybe it's 280. So I think we're going to do our first little event back there. This one will not be like our other Paracons with a lot of larger names on it because we just don't have the money right now. We've been barely just keeping afloat. So I'll get some, some friends in, see who can make it, who can keep it on the cheap. Book authors, people who can get up and speak. we'll have someone, once again, some of the locals, myself, and we'll just talk about things. And then we'll have some vendors in there to promote their stuff. And hopefully maybe we can even set up something where we get a bus or at least rent a van and then bus people down 12.5 miles to Medoc Mountain State Park, or a half a mile around the corner, not even, to the museum here. And so we can just kind of get multiple things going at once. But that's the plan. We're trying to move forward. It's just been one thing after another kind of been slowing us down. This has been a crazy, we're finally seem to be coming out of COVID, but high gas prices and everything else. I know we're all tired of hearing about it, but it's just been keeping us down. It's been keeping everything. Even the other businesses I'm talking about, they have like last night I went by Littleton Food and Spirit after closing here, and I ended up helping bus tables. They were so packed. It was just group after group, and they only had 2 people working the floor. And myself and Matt Johnson, one of the elder people in town, he was actually giving me a hand. He felt bad, but just trying to keep the business coming. I mean, I'm trying to help them. We're all trying to help each other. And but you can go by today and they might have nothing, be crickets, and that's kind of the way we are. Used to be back in the past. Before we had this museum, we had a much smaller venue. It was the front of the house, the old historic house. So we had 250 square feet as opposed to 3,700 now, which not all is accessible to the public at this point. But we would do, on a weekend in the summer, like this time of the year, 65, 75 people was the norm. That's the regular day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and Wednesday, for some reason, were pretty good days too. And just like yesterday was here. And killer days are well over 100. Well now, yesterday I did probably around, I don't know, probably 55, I lost count. I try to keep a little sheet and just check people as they come in. But probably around 55 people or so, I'd say would be a safe number, which is good. I'm taking, I was thrilled. Sales are okay. The more we get people in who've seen us on TV, MTV, Travel Channel, or anything like that, and PBS, NPR, something like that, they're more prone to come in. They want a coffee mug, they want a shirt, they want some merchandise, or they want to hear the actual stories. They want to, it's more hands-on and less, not just the touristy people looking for something. Hey, that's unique. Let's go there. But right now we're 16 miles off I-95, so people have to make that conscious decision that yes, I want to go to see the Cryptozoology Paranormal Museum in Littleton. And so the more we can promote and say, not just is it us, there's the Veterans Museum, we have Medoc Mountain State Park, we have good restaurants in town, there's other things to see, like Lakeland Theater is being renovated, we have a school coming in, so we still have a lot. We're going to have a brewery soon, so the more we can have these things up and running, the better off we are. But so it's just a matter of, everything's kind of almost there, but not quite, and we're the same. We're still working on the building and stuff, and everything's just, it's been one delay after another. But we're open 7 days a week, bringing people in. People seem to be happy. We're getting positive reviews. It's just a matter of getting the more I have manpower here, this way I can be on the road and do what I like to do, film. I'm sitting here looking at 2 cameras. I'll take a picture and show you guys. But it's just kind of crazy. This is one of the things I like. You guys will be able to zoom in. And I normally use this for a lot of my filming, which is for the iPhone. It's all right. It does a decent job. But the problem with that, everything, especially any kind of decent sized video, goes to the cloud. So now for me to edit it, I have to bring it back down, which takes forever. So if I can work off SD cards, and here I'm trying to get these cameras to talk to the laptop so I can work in real time or go live and at least monitor myself. And but that makes it so much easier. I can sit here, edit, add. As I say something like now, I talk about the cameras, I can show you the cameras. Talk about the front, I can show you the front, just things like that. Just kind of bring you along with it with the visuals. It's not just a talking head, because that gets boring real quick. But anyway, we're trying to work on the studio. I'm trying to keep the place cool. We should be getting a bunch of product in. Actually, I'm going to check the email now. Either today or tomorrow, a bunch more merchandise coming in. I've got to order more shirts, which means I have to make them, which means turn the shirt machine on in this heat, which I am not looking forward to, because that's it's going to be about 370 degree hot table that you got to press these things on to make the damn shirts. Not a fun thing in 90 degree heat, 90 plus. I think today's supposed to be with the heat index well over 100. But it's been hot. You can see I'm starting to get me now. But we have the display at the I-95 Visitor Center, and I have some MetaZoo in there. We're still doing the tie-in with MetaZoo. We're doing the whole thing. Still trying to keep everything going, working with Mike. I'm supposed to get an interview with him. I'm going to reach out to him today, see if we can pin down a date or something, figure out what we're going to do. And even something like that, I would love to go do it in person. That'd be really cool if we sit down and just talk. And I think it's going to most likely be via Zoom or something of that sort. But I gotta keep it going. And to do that, I need the ability. I need some more people, more money coming in. I need people working here, and I need the ability to get on the road. So it has to work around the schedule of the museum, my employees, the town of Littleton being a commissioner, mayor pro tem, having meetings. Like I have a meeting tomorrow, Friday. I got to meet with a COG, and we got to talk about stuff. And there's always something going on. So just need to be to have a block of 3 or 4 days where I can just cut and say, all right, I'm gone. Only call me if it's an emergency. Let me go do what I got to do for the museum and myself. And not to mention, it's good to have some sanity time just to get out of here. You just need that windshield time where you can be on the road and just put everything behind, and kind of what I enjoy doing that. I like going out talking to people, and I love this town. This is a great town. Littleton's an amazing town, but it's the same thing kind of over and over again. It's like when I used to work journalism out in the Long Island for Daily News. I'd be covering the Hampton scene. And here you're dealing with celebrities, and sometimes they want to see us, sometimes they don't. I mean, it all depends what the stories are. But every season was kind of the same thing. It was the Polo Grounds, it was Super Saturday, and this and that, which, hey, cool stuff, great stuff. You make some extra money on secondary sales too, videos and interviews and things like that. But basically, it became redundant, and that's something that this little town, like any place you stay, and any place you live, it's going to be, after a while you kind of get into that rut, and I purposely need to break that up. That's why I've reinvented myself a dozen times. I think I have the attention span of a washcloth, but so I think it's important for me just sanity, just to keep doing something slightly different, mixing it up. And that's why I love it when people come in or call me and say, listen, I see this humanoid looking bird in my backyard. It's like, let me come interview, show me what you saw. I mean, I love that. I mean, and I think you guys would love that stuff too. And then you can determine for yourself, what do you think about this person, and what do you think he actually saw something? He mistook, a large eagle, or whatever. I mean, it's just that's kind of the fun of the chase. And then if I can when we actually get good evidence, like when we got the Bigfoot, actually on a thermal scope, that was we were still using flare. Now we're using the AGMs. We still got to do a video on that too, and get George over. But we've gotten good evidence. I mean, and that's, you don't get that unless you go out in the field and do your due diligence and actually do the research. But anyway, that's kind of what's been going on, and that's what we want to do more of. I've got a really good crew, not just my employees here, the family, and then of course the guys out there. We got all the Bigfoot guys, and they were into the paranormal too to help out. And some of the guys are retired. Some are semi-retired like me, which I'm working harder now, I think, than I ever did working. And then we have younger guys that still have full-time jobs but go out and do this stuff, like Johnny, and But thank God we got those guys. I mean, they've been invaluable for us as a group, but as a team and for the museum, just to help us bring research in. And like I said, we're looking to go out next day or two in this heat. Not looking forward to that, lugging equipment and stuff, but we'll do what we got to do. I got to get out there. And unfortunately, I got to get there when it's daylight to start filming, because once it gets dark, the low light capability stuff is pretty poor. I mean, some of the guys are wearing the body cams, and I might have to go to something like that just to have some kind of, and that's even not very good. It's very limited what you can see. The audio is not too bad, but anyway, enough said. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'll be in touch. I'm going to shoot another couple of videos this weekend, hopefully at least one more. And everyone be good. Thanks for supporting the museum, Littleton, our group. And listen, everybody be good to yourselves out there. It's been a crazy couple of years, and we all need to be there to take care of each other. And it takes a village. And everyone be good. Have a good one. Thanks a lot.